if you're saying your admin is struggling right now, here's a gut check. Have you actually set them up for success? Do they have clear expectations? Do they have SOPs? Are you even talking to them regularly? Or did you just throw them into the chaos and expect magic? They're not mind readers. Here's the hard truth. If you're overwhelmed, they're overwhelmed. But that's not just an ops issue, that's a leadership issue. So let's talk about it.
I would say there's nuance. I'm not going to call it uniqueness because it's rarely so unique that we have to get creative. But I will say it's probably, there's nuance to what maybe your admin might be supporting or not supporting. And I do want to circle back to the VA conversation on that too, on like whether or not you should hire a virtual assistant or someone stateside. You know, from working with me for years, I have a VA team that has been with me for 4 or 5 years now, and they're incredible. Like my business would never have gone where it went if it weren't for them. We would not be as efficient as we are here inside of Reside if it weren't for them. Like in the agent training role, they're phenomenal.
They had a non-negotiable Monday meeting at 9 or 9:30 for an hour, and then they went about their week. They had clear expectations on what needed to get done. They had alignment, and then Callie talks a lot about the scale of 1 to 10 as an admin. So the founder, that visionary, comes with the idea, the 1, then the 2, and then you as that integrator take that, because this is your role, this is your lane, what you're really good at. From a 2 to an 8, you did the bulk of the work, and then you bring it back. You're not giving the job back. If you have questions, yes, but I would say do your research. AI now is an amazing, go ask GPT, don't ask Google. Google is AI now too, but you know what I mean?
So if you are the type of person who feels like I don't have the time, and you're in the time management narrative instead of the time choice narrative, oftentimes what I see is happening with team owners is you're reacting constantly. You're constantly reacting to your business, to your life, to everything. For the got a minute, or I've got to do this thing right now, or I've got to handle this thing right now. Instead is yes, and here's when, yes, and here's how, yes, and here's who. When you have a problem saying no and you love to say yes, reframe the yes. Yes, I can do that right after lead generation. Yes, I can get to this thing at this time, or here's how that would happen, or here's who would do it. And so you can start not only to delegate, but to hold boundaries internally, because it doesn't all have to be on your plate. And if it is all on your plate, I would ask you to go get clear on what exactly has to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then that's when we start talking about what systems do you need in place. So what lead sources, what lead generation, and that leads me into the next segment of it is writing it down. I've been on many calls in the last couple of weeks that, going back to what you said, how many pendings are you carrying right now? How many closings year to date are you at? So, because we're testing the health of their business, and they're like, okay, hold on, let me go count. And I'm like, what do you mean you got to go count? Like, where's the dashboard that you can quickly just tell me you have 10 pendings, 5 of them are buyers, 5 of them are sellers. We've closed X amount.